Hey YouTube family, this is your girl Dominique from Pretty Right Notary Services, and today we are going to talk about checking your mindset. First things first, if you like this video or you liked previous videos, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button right at the bottom. But today, just going to talk about checking your mindset, right? So I am starting something new. You personally, you may also be starting something new. And we're talking notary biz stuff. Now, this can apply to anything, but of course, I'm talking to my notary folks. Now, starting out doing notary or starting to do something new in general, it could be tough. Like, you really can get all in your head, you get nervous, you get scared, you have negative self-talk, you may not have a supportive system, you may not know where to start, you may have joined 1,000 Facebook groups trying to figure out exactly, what being a notary is all about. All of those things happen, right? And I know so because I too have experienced that at some point. But one thing that I find very important before even really venturing off and flying into the notary business is to check your mindset and make sure that you have something in place that is going to keep you going even through those hiccups, right? You don't want to be trying to check your mindset later on after you've dove into it. Let's start from the beginning and have a really good foundation so that you'll know exactly the mindset that you need to have while going through this new journey. One of the most essential things that I do when it comes to my mindset is positive affirmations. Now, this is sincerely just positive self-talk to yourself. A lot of times we have that negative self-talk, whether it's small or big. We could be like, oh, that was stupid, or you're stupid, why'd you do that? Oh, that was dumb. Like, no, that is negative self-talk. That is what we want to eliminate from the go. Positive affirmations only. And the reason why I say that is because I personally have had to adopt positive affirmations to get me going. And I'm telling you, if you just take time and think about where you want to be, the type of person you want to be, that transformation that you want, who do you want to be, right? I am a businesswoman. I am an influencer. I am one of the top notaries in my county or in my city. Whatever that is that you want to be, speak it as if it exists today, right? Type it out. A lot of us, I'm sure we have cell phones. You could just use your notes app and you could type in your affirmations in your phone. You can write them down too if it works better for you with pen and paper. Whatever floats your boat, but just make sure you're doing positive affirmations. Type them out. Set at least 5 to 10 minutes aside to yourself. If you absolutely can have peace and quiet, even if it's in a car, before you go to work or before you go to your appointment or what may have you, just go ahead and say those positive affirmations to breathe life into yourself, your business, and your adventures. Another gem that I want to share with you is getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Now, when it comes to that, you can study all the documents in the world that you will notarize, right? You can absolutely set up a whole streamlined process of how you'll take appointments and how you'll greet your client and all these things, right? But there's always going to be a hiccup somewhere, somehow, some way. And a lot of times you may not be prepared for that. And sometimes you may also not even know the answer to the question that you're being asked or whatever you need to take care of. And guess what? It's okay to say, I don't know. Even if you don't know how to convey that you don't know without trying to make it seem like this is your first time, handling a notarial act or your first loan signing, just be like, you know what? That is a great question. I do not know. But what I can do is I can find out, right? It's all about that positive attitude. Again, it starts with mindset. You don't want to stress yourself out when you're starting this new journey because you don't know how that can be projected, or what kind of experience that will give your client, right? You want to make sure that, in a way, you don't want them to see you sweat. So just get comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's okay if you don't know things. It's okay to say I don't know. And it's all about how you handle the mistake more so than at that moment, right? And not knowing. Consistency. That is what many of us have a hard time doing, being consistent. And so, especially with a new journey, when you're starting out a new business venture, a lot of times you pour in a whole lot of money, time, effort, resources, all those things into this new venture. And sometimes we don't see it all the way through until we reach the goal, whatever that goal is. We don't follow through all the way because we have not been consistent, right? You have to be consistent in order to see things through. You want to get a return on your investment. Whatever the reason is that you started your business, we all have a variety of reasons as to why we started dipping our toe into the notary biz, right? Whether you wanted an additional stream of income, or whether you just wanted to learn something new, or maybe you wanted, something different than what you're doing at work. Whatever the case may be, right? You have your why. But the question is, if you're not consistent, why are you not consistent? Right? What are you telling yourself? Are you preventing your own self? Are you getting in your own way of doing things, of doing new things, of tapping into the notary business and being able to maybe make 5 figures or even 6 figures, whatever your desire is? But guess what? You have to be consistent. And you got to make sure that in those times when things are getting rough, you have to go back to the mindset, right? Are you saying positive affirmations? Are you really telling yourself that you can do this? Even if you don't believe it, still say it. Breathe life into your life, okay? When you're consistent, it really can take you so much further. And especially when you're dedicated to your why and being able to know that, hey, I'm doing this for a bigger reason than just whatever emotion I'm in right now. Those emotions are temporary. You don't know what kind of legacy or foundation you're building when you are tapping into the notary business and starting to create this extra stream of income. So he talked about knowing your why, right? We all have different reasons as to why we're starting. And so when we remember our why, that propels us to the next level. It propels us to the next level because it goes back to, why are we doing this? Why did I start this? Right? Like, did I just want to start something new just because it's glittery? Like, ooh, it's something new. And then when it's not glitter anymore, I'm like, okay, I'm out. Like, no, I forgot what kind of syndrome that is called, but it's like shiny object syndrome. Like, as soon as you see something new, nice and shiny, you want it, and then after you put in so much work for it, or you get it, and you're like, okay, that's it. What's next? What else is shiny? No. Know your why, remember your why, and keep that. Even if you have to have Post-it notes, right? I have Post-it notes all over my office. I got some right here, just so that I could write down my why. Remind myself. Because sometimes there are moments where I'm like, oh my goodness, I just don't feel like doing this, right? I just don't feel like it. Whatever, I don't feel like it. But if I'm looking down at this sticky note and I'm just reading it instead of just glazing over it, just read it, and I am reminded of my why, it does take me back. And I'm going to be honest with you, it does. It absolutely does. And just going back to the positive affirmations, sometimes I have to say those in the middle of the day to myself just so that I can keep going. because it's hard when you are starting out your notary business because you have to build your own clientele. People have to know who you are. Not only that, but when you do get your clients, you want to make sure that you're serving them properly, you know what I'm saying, giving them a good client experience, and you just really want things to overall go well. A lot of times, or many times, that may not happen, but of course, you want to do your absolute best. And so, when you are starting something new and you're walking into the unknown, we're already walking into the unknown every day, all day, anyway. um, But when you're really walking into the unknown, it can make you frightful. It can really have you, just thinking all kinds of negative things. But the thing is, we're never going to know how great we are if we don't try. If we don't say positive things to ourselves. You're already looking at a YouTube video, okay? You're looking at my YouTube video. After this video, you can use YouTube and Google positive affirmations, even if you don't even know what to say or where to start yet. Just positive affirmations, and find someone who you can resonate with to help you build those affirmations up. Say them to yourself every single day. I don't care if it's the middle of the day. I don't care. Listen, if you gotta go to the bathroom, close that door and just say affirmations. Just give yourself some peace and quiet. Allow your mind to be still so that you can really center yourself and speak positivity into your life. I'm telling you, it is a game changer. Where your energy goes, the power flows. I'm telling you. Nevertheless, that was something that I just wanted to share with you. I may have even been talking to myself more so, but I just wanted to share it with my notary community because I know that with us starting something new, sometimes we do just need that reminder that even if we haven't gotten our first client, or even if we feel like things are, moving at a snail's pace, things are really going to work out, okay? People see you, they know that you have a notary business. Even if they haven't given you business yet, they know that you are in the business. So just wanted to send you all some love this week. Again, if you like this video or any of the previous videos, go ahead and like and subscribe below. And again, this is your girl Dominique, and I hope you all have a safe weekend ahead. All right, see y'all next week. Bye.